A deadly Russian missile strike has devastated the Ukrainian city of Sumy, killing civilians and leveling entire neighborhoods. On April 14th at 4:12 a.m. local time, Russian forces launched a targeted missile assault on central Sumy. At least 30 civilians dead, over 100 persons injured. A residential building collapsed completely, while a school, clinic, and shopping center were hit directly. Among the dead, children, teachers, and hospital staff. President Zelenskyy called it a calculated act of terror. Russia must be held accountable. The world is responding. U.S. A horrific war crime. UK MPs demand immediate sanctions escalation. Germany. Russia crossed another red line. The attack happened on Palm Sunday, adding to the tragedy. Images from the scene are heartbreaking. This wasn't a battlefield. It was a school zone, a library flattened, a children's ward destroyed. Survivors say, "We were buying bread. Then came fire." We're seeing haunting parallels with Israel-Gaza, where civilian zones are being wiped out in airstrikes. In both conflicts, innocent people are trapped between missiles and politics. One father cried, "My daughter was asleep in her pajamas. She didn't make it." A photo of a teddy bear in the rubble is going viral, a chilling symbol of what's been lost. International condemnation was swift. President Trump called the attack terrible and a mistake. But he didn't elaborate. U.S. Special Envoy Lieutenant Keith Kellogg condemned the attack. From Europe, German Chancellor-in-Waiting Merz called it a serious war crime. French President Macron condemned Russia's disregard for human life and international law. European Commission President von der Leyen called for strong measures to enforce a ceasefire. British PM Starmer expressed horror. UN Secretary-General Guterres condemned the civilian attack and called for an immediate end to such actions. Ukrainian President Zelenskyy called for a strong international response and urged President Trump to visit Ukraine. He also requested U.S. support for international peacekeeping, specifically to protect Ukrainian airspace. Meanwhile, the political context is tense. The U.S. under Trump is pursuing negotiations to end the four-year war. Trump's envoy, Steve Witkoff, has met with Putin, raising concerns in Kyiv about Russia exploiting the situation. U.S. Treasury Secretary Bessent visited Kyiv to push for a trade deal, which Zelenskyy refused. Adding to the chaos, a separate Russian drone attack in Odessa injured 5 and damaged a medical facility. This conflict, which began in 2014, has already cost hundreds of thousands of lives and displaced nearly 7 million Ukrainians. Earlier this month, a Russian missile attack in Kryvyi Rih killed 20 and injured 61. The world watches as Ukraine continues to endure unimaginable suffering. The call for peace is louder than ever. For the latest updates, stay tuned to Odima TV.